Hello again and welcome. If you're a first-time visitor, we hope you find something here that will be useful to you. We hope that you will make an attempt to connect with us and to share your experience, strength, and hope. Maybe post a little bit on the blog or ask a question. It's by interacting that we make connection, and we'll hope you'll interact with us here. If you're a returning visitor, we thank you for your support. And again, we would ask you to support us by leaving a little message on the blog, ask a question, or share some of your experience, strength, and hope so that others might benefit from it. We've been going through the promises, and it's my hope that as we go through them, you'll be able to see them in your own life. They don't happen overnight. They're a gradual process, but they will appear if you do the work. It's a guarantee. There's not many guarantees in life, but this is one. If you do the work of recovery, your life will get better. It can't help it. So we're at that line in promises where it says, we will lose interest in selfish things and gain interest in our fellows. Self-seeking will slip away. And from my experience, when I was drinking and using, I was in a very, very lonely place, cut off from everyone, because I didn't trust people. I based everybody on what I knew about myself, and what I knew about myself was I didn't do anything for anyone unless I gained out of it. If I did something for you, you owed me, and damn sure I'd be coming to collect. I never did anything unless I was in some way going to benefit. And this came out of a fear I have found, out of my somehow got it in my head that I wouldn't have enough to survive. So I had to always be looking out for me. I mean, it was do unto the other guy before they get a chance to do it to you. I had a very negative outlook about myself, and so I had a very negative outlook about other people. And when I got to this point in the promises, that started to change. I first in recovery spent a lot of time wondering what these guys were trying to get from me. What was in it for them? And then my sponsor said one night, Bill, what in the world do you think that you have that they might want? And yeah, it kind of struck me like, these guys are happy, joyous, and free, and I'm still miserable. What the hell could I have that they would want? And at that point, I kind of opened up. It kind of broke the wall, and I took a risk, and I decided to trust. And I found that the only thing they want from me is to join them in sobriety and in life. So I started to lose interest in my selfishness and gain interest in others, and discovered that interdependence is the way to go. Being invested in the well-being of others. And it just makes sense. If you're invested in the well-being of others and you're helping them to be well, then when you need help, they'll be well enough to give it. It changes your whole aspect and your outlook on life. It's like, I have a vested interest in you being okay. Because should I get in trouble, I want you to be okay, to be there to help me. And in that way, our community grows. We're there for each other. It doesn't mean that our problems are going to go away, but it means that we won't focus on them. We'll get off the pity pot. We'll stop, pour me another drink. Our problems will still be there, but we'll have a whole community of people that have tried a whole bunch of ways and are there to suggest what might work in your addressing your problems. If you reach out to them for help, you've got a vast, vast, vast pool of experience and ideas on what you might do to make your life better. our eyes turn from being focused inward on self to being focused outward at the world. And it's an amazing world out there. You start practicing things like random anonymous acts of kindness. Nothing is going to jumpstart your program like random anonymous acts of kindness. Doing things for people, and they don't have to be big things, but doing things for people just out of the motive of making their life better, for no other reason, with nothing to gain from it for yourself, but the satisfaction in knowing that you are a good person. It's about this time in the promises where your self-esteem and your value, personal value, starts coming back. You know, you start to walk with your chin a little bit higher up. You start to feel comfortable in your own skin, being okay with who you are. So I just really, really, really urge you to keep working as hard as you can at your recovery. If you work half as hard at your recovery as you did in trying to get drunk or high, you're guaranteed success. I would crawl over a half a mile of broken glass to get a drink or a drug. And I like to think that I crawl over half a mile of broken glass to stay sober now. Again, I wish that you will join us here in creating a place for those that might not have access to meetings regularly to get information and to connect with people. I invite you to use this blog as a place to share what you need to share with others to maybe help them. And I pray that we all walk hand in hand with each other and with our higher power as we trudge the road to happy destiny. And trudge simply means to walk with purpose. May you have a purposeful life. So until we meet again, I hope in my heart that all your days are bright and sunny. Bless you all, and shalom.